Walter, we understand that you're 40 years old. You just don't look it to me. Tell me about 40 years of Concorde.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? We started manufacturing batteries back in the 1970s, and then we introduced the recombinant gas RG series batteries in the 1980s. So Concorde has been evolving, and it's been improving the technology, and now you see the current iteration of batteries that we have available for the market today. And I think if you talk to operators, you'll find that they're very, very pleased with the batteries, and we're really excited about the 40 years, and we're looking forward to another 40 years.
Let's get a little metaphysical here. Why do we need batteries? What's the point?
Well, there are a couple of things that we need to consider. The most important one is nice to start the aircraft. You know, you turn the key, you know the engine's going to start. The one I think people overlook is the fact that batteries provide emergency and essential power. So if your DC system fails in the aircraft, your battery has to come online to give you power for communications and navigations so that you can get that aircraft safely back on the ground. A very important thing, but one that people don't really think about. You can't pull over at 15,000 feet if your battery dies on you or if your system fails.
What do people need to know about Concorde? What do they need to know why you've lasted so long and at this stage of the game still kicking?
Oh, it's the quality of the product. It's the customer service, the customer support. It's the total value package that Concorde brings to the equation. We've developed and evolved the product, like I said earlier on, and I think that speaks volumes. It's the fact that it works first time, every time. You have a tremendous service life, outstanding performance, and the customer service and support team that we have. I think we're the best in the industry. And that's an enviable thing to have, and it's something that we guard and protect very jealously.
Battery technology is evolving. How does Concorde stay up with all that?
Oh, well, the engineering team, obviously they do an outstanding job keeping their eye, keeping their pulse on the technology to make sure that they can introduce changes as they come along. We do research and development. That's why we are essentially at the cutting edge of lead-acid battery technology in the aviation industry. We use manufacturing processes that nobody else uses in their batteries. And that is a main driver in why our batteries perform as well as they do, and also why they last as long as they do.
And of course, you know, the overriding fact is you've survived 40 years of dealing with the FAA and having to certify everything down to the micron.
Yes, indeed. That's a very important consideration. You have to make sure you dot the I's, cross the T's, get the engineering done, get the batteries performing the way they're supposed to within the application, and then demonstrate that to the FAA so that you can get the batteries installed in the aircraft. And also, very importantly, it has to be repeatable. You can't have a 90% track record. You have to get as close to 100% as possible so that people know what to expect when they put a Concorde battery in their aircraft.
And finally, what do people not know about the company that you think needs to be known at this stage of the game? We have so much of a mentality of kick the tires, you know, light the fires, and don't really think about the various components that go into an aircraft until it breaks, or until it fails you. Now, thankfully, I've never had a Concorde battery fail me, so I don't really think about you that much. What do we really need to know?
Well, then we'll continue to do that. You know, we strive to develop and manufacture the best product that's out there. And I think that's underscored by the fact, as you said, we've been in the business now for 40 years. And we've grown, and our customers allow us to grow. And I'd like to say thank you to our customers, because without them we wouldn't be here also. And very importantly, we have a new manufacturing plant that we're opening in Austell, Georgia. And now we'll be able to manufacture them both in California and Georgia. So that's a tribute to the product, to everything we bring to the market, and also to our customers. We're very, very proud of that.
You've got 40 years under your belt. What are the next 40 years going to look like for Concorde?
Continue to grow. That's the focus. Continue to grow, to expand the product portfolio, and to make sure at the end of the day that the operators that install our batteries in their aircraft get the performance that they expect, get the reliability, the customer service, the customer support. We're looking at alternate technologies also. And when we feel we've developed a battery that's suitable for aviation in the lithium-ion market, I think that's when we'll roll it out. But right now, we're still in the development process on that.
Well, Walter, tell you what, another 40 years, HAI 2057, you and I will sit down and we'll go over all this and see what's happened in the meantime.
I look forward to it. Thanks very much. It's exciting times ahead.
Aero-TV is brought to you by...
Have you ever wanted big glass in your cockpit but didn't have the space? Now with Avidyne's IFD series, touchscreen GPS navigators, and our new IFD 100 iPad app, having big glass in your cockpit is finally within reach.
Free Flight Systems is expanding its business into the Part 25 aviation industry through new avionics shop dealers, manufacturer partnerships, and STC programs. With a focus on the next-gen airspace and remote-mounted sensor systems, Free Flight Systems will continue to be a leader in the next-gen airspace. Visit freeflightsystems.com for details.